What's up YouTube, Israel back on a quick video. We'll take another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This fragrance may also be a candidate for a cheap but good fragrance. From the house of Franck Olivier, we have Oud Vanille. So Oud Vanille from the house of Franck Olivier is a unisex oriental woody fragrance released in 2017. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum concentration. Alright, let's check out the presentation. Alright, so here's the box for Oud Vanille. As you can see, it's a pretty plain box. It is sort of a matte finish. There's no gloss to it. This is just the plastic. We got some raised lettering here in gold. I have a nice gold tree here with a maroon box around it. I believe that's maroon. Nice purple box. Have a little F on top here in gold. A little information on the back. Other than that, not too much going on with this box. So let's check out the bottle. Alright, so here is the bottle for Oud Vanille. As you can see, we've got a purple glass, kind of a darker juice on the inside. We got the name of the fragrance here in gold, name of the house here in gold as well. We have that nice tree that was on the box here in the front. We do sort of have a raised kind of ramp looking design they have on the front and back that comes on the glass. We have a plastic cap that does say Franck Olivier Paris, I believe, on top. We got a brushed finish atomizer here. It's nice gold. Decent looking bottle. This fragrance is 100 ml and sells for $30 online. Alright, so here are the notes for Oud Vanille. In the top we have orange and raspberry. In the mid we have amorous, cedarwood, cardamom, geranium, patchouli, rose, and sandalwood. And in the base you round things off with benzoin, cistus, labdanum, and vanilla. Yeah, so I don't know much about this fragrance. I just caught a blurb on this one on Facebook. Somebody was talking about how they broke their bottle and how they were so upset about it. And I was like, what is that? You never heard of the fragrance before. Looked it up online and really liked some of the notes in here. I like the raspberry note in this, some of the wood notes. Now it is called Oud Vanille, but there's no oud in this, at least not in the notes that I got from the website. So I'm not really sure why that's in there. But yeah, so got some cedarwood in there. The cardamom, if you guys know, I do love cardamom. Not a big fan of rose. It just depends on how much rose they put in this. I'm hoping this isn't another oudy rose kind of combo that everyone has done, you know, kind of to death. But this does have vanilla as well, some benzoin. So, you know, it might be a good fragrance. I mean, it's 30 bucks. Hopefully it's a cheap but good fragrance. You know, there's been Oud Vanille combinations, and this name has been used quite a bit as well. Oud Vanille, Oud Vanille, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be something different. I'm hoping it's going to be something great. I mean, 30 bucks for 100 ml is a steal for an EDP as well. So I'm hoping it, you know, lasts a long time. It's just something different. So let's take a first impressions of this fragrance. All right, here we go. Pop the cap. Clean hand. There we go. Atomizer's not that great. It's okay though. Okay, yeah. Definitely getting an oud note in this. I don't know how. There's no oud in this. But definitely getting a very natural oud, or the same kind of oud that I get in a lot of other similar fragrances. I'm definitely getting the vanilla. This does smell like a caramel kind of vanilla. It's kind of smoky, sweet, and thick. Yeah, this does have the rose in it, so I'm definitely getting that. This does kind of go down the line of the fragrances that I was referring to before, the oud and the rose. This one's just kind of sweet. Yeah, this fragrance does definitely have a similar DNA I've gotten from other fragrances that have oud and rose and vanilla. It does remind me of Lancome's Oud Bouquet. Also of Oud Satin Mood from MFK. This is a nice fragrance though, because those are very high-end. Especially the MFK. That one's like, I don't know, pushing 350 bucks I think for 70 ml, and that one lasts a long time. This one sort of reminds me of that. Oud Bouquet has been reformulated, so it's kind of hard to get your hands on the old bottle, but it is very nice. That one's a lot sweeter. That one has a lot of caramel, I believe, a lot more vanilla in it. But this one has, right now, it has a very strong wood note in it. The rose is very prominent. It's this is unisex, so I guess if you like rose and you sort of think that rose kind of leans more feminine, you're probably not going to like this one. But yeah, this one really does remind me of Oud Satin Mood, and that is a very expensive fragrance. That one's also very beast mode, so I'm not going to say they're exact because I have owned that one. I do really enjoy that one. Honestly, you don't need that much juice of that because it lasts forever. Seriously, because they made, I believe they made an intense version or an extrait, I believe it was. And I can't believe they made an extrait of that fragrance because the original lasted forever as well. But this fragrance is very similar. This is a bit woodier, a little bit spicier than those. But yeah, I think for $30 right now, this is a steal. I think this is niche quality juice right now. It's only been a minute or so. But if you like those fragrances but you don't like those prices, this might be a safe alternative to that sort of fragrance, the Oud, the rose vanilla combination, even toffee or caramel if you like those notes, because this does smell like it has caramel in it. Now the notes on Fragrantica did say it had caramel in it, but the notes from the website did not say that. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the orange and the raspberry. The raspberry is not very prominent like it is like in Tuscan Leather or anything like that, but it's there. It's definitely fruity. Right now, it seems like it does have some lasting power. The rose is a little more prominent in this than the other fragrances that I mentioned. But if you like, it's not a deal breaker though, because I don't like rose. But I do like Oud Satin Mood, and I do like Oud Bouquet very much, actually. So $30 for this is kind of a steal. I'm probably gonna say that a few more times because, and I know it's just still a first impressions. This thing could completely be gone in like 10 minutes. But it smells like it's gonna have some decent longevity. This one is very smoky. I'm getting a little bit of that cedar wood because it's a little sharp. It's a little kind of a sharp kind of wood note. I mean, that oud accord and the vanilla and the rose is going to be there. That's like a mainstay in this. Those three are main players. But I'm definitely picking up some cedar wood because kind of a sharp kind of bite to it. Yeah, definitely a nice woody oriental fragrance here. Surprised I haven't heard more about this one. It was, like I said, it was just a blurb. A guy broke his bottle and he was kind of making a big deal about it. So I was curious why he was making such a big deal about it, and that's why I pulled the trigger on this one. But I'm kind of glad I did because this may be probably the best cheap but good fragrance I've found in a long time. I mean, they're kind of hard to come by, you know, because you don't find a decent quality in a cheap fragrance every day. Yeah, so far I'm liking this fragrance. Not sure what direction it's going to go. Like I mentioned before, it reminded me of a couple of others. You know, it's summertime here, so it might get a little cloying. We will see. But I'm going to give this one a few wearings and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. Alright, well I'm back with my update for Oud Vanille from the house of Franck Olivier. So I did spend some time with this fragrance and I must say I do really like this fragrance. I was pleasantly surprised by how it performed. I'll get to that part in a minute, but I do really like it, like I said, and it did remind me of those two other fragrances I mentioned in the first half of the video, the Oud Satin Mood from MFK and the Oud Bouquet from Lancôme. There's some slight differences here and there, but overall, you know, for $30 shipped for what I paid for this fragrance, it's well worth the price. The only difference I believe was in the dry down. I think there was more cedar than there was like the natural oud that was in those two fragrances. This one has more cedar. There's no oud in this composition, so I don't know where it gets that oud smell from, but they accomplished it, except in the dry down. The dry down kind of leans more cedar, which is fine because I'm a fan of cedar. So that'd be the biggest difference. And obviously some quality issues, you know, that's still a really great fragrance. But, you know, the MFK is going to be, you know, $350 for 70 ml, and the Oud Bouquet, the first formulation, is going to be probably in the hundreds of dollars now because it's discontinued. They reformulated. It's a bit lighter, and they moved to a 100 ml bottle. But that's still over $100 as well. But Oud Vanille, you know, this is a good fragrance, guys. I was very surprised by the quality of this, especially for $30. So I definitely have to say this is a cheap but good fragrance. So longevity for this fragrance was excellent. I did get 8+ hours for this fragrance. The initial sprays that I put on my hand on the first half of the video lasted until the next morning, and I got the same performance the additional times that I wore this fragrance. So yeah, I was very surprised and pleasantly surprised with the longevity of this fragrance. So projection for this fragrance was also really, really good. The first 3 hours were really, really strong and projected off my skin maybe 2 feet. And after that, it got a little closer, but I was getting wafts of this fragrance after about 6 hours. Seasons for this fragrance, you haven't guessed already, are going to be the colder months of the year, fall and winter. This fragrance is going to shine. It's very heavy, it's very sweet, very thick, very rosy, very spicy, has good projection and you know, good longevity. So the colder months are definitely perfect for this fragrance. Occasions for this fragrance, I'm definitely going to say anything at night. So date night, just going out in the evening, you know, any kind of formal attire, even just going out casually like to a club. This fragrance is strong enough and projects well enough for it to cut through the crowd, cut through any smoke. Definitely a good fragrance for the evening. Price for this fragrance was what I found it for online was $30 shipped for 100 ml EDP. I believe that's a great price. That is a steal for this fragrance, guys, for what you're getting. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find this bottle for $30. So overall, I'm definitely going to say this is a cheap but good fragrance, maybe even cheap but great fragrance, guys. For 30 bucks, you guys are getting a good performing fragrance here that smells really, really good. If you like Oud Satin Mood from MFK, or if you like Oud Bouquet from Lancome, you're going to love this fragrance. Yeah, it's very rosy, it's sweet with vanilla, it's spicy, it's got that oud note, it comes from somewhere, but it's really nice. Smoky, it's warm, it's thick, perfect for the colder months, guys. This is definitely a steal. I really, really like this fragrance, guys. I don't know why there's not, a lot more talk about this one. I think this one's really under the radar. If you like the fragrances that I mentioned before that I compared it to, you're gonna love this fragrance. Is it a killer of those? I mean, it has the same smell. Maybe the dry down's a little bit different with the cedar. It doesn't kind of go into that smooth oud note. It doesn't keep that. But man, I think it's worth it. For the 30 bucks, you're getting that opening and you're getting that mid and some of the dry down. It's just you're not keeping the oud note throughout the dry down when it comes to the, this having cedar in it. But other than that, to me, it's not a deal breaker. $30 for 100 ml EDP. And this stuff performs the way it does. This is a steal, guys. If you like that type of fragrance, I might suggest blind buying this one. It's only $30. You can't go wrong. You could always give it to a friend. I usually don't suggest blind buys that often, but it's for $30. If you don't like it, you can give it to a friend or or a gift to your dad or something. It is unisex, so maybe even your girlfriend or your mom if they like it. But guys, this is a great fragrance for $30. I definitely suggest trying it out. Or if you guys can find a sample, I doubt it, but if you can find a sample, try it though. But yeah, if you like Oud Bouquet or Oud Satin Mood from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, you're gonna love this fragrance. I do think it's a cheap but good fragrance. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way, when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.